Hey guys, it's Phaedra from All Things Phaedra, and I'm here to talk again about hair. So if you've been to my channel before, first of all, thank you, because I talk a lot about my hair problems, mainly because you have hair problems too. If you're interested in that or just aging gracefully in any way, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now, because I'm going to keep bringing you updates like this. So if you saw my previous video, I was using Revela Hair Serum for about 3 months. And if you didn't see that video, let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the Revela Hair Revival Serum. It's a lightweight formula that you apply directly to your scalp, and it's supposed to help with the fullness of your hair. Now, they don't make any claims like they're going to make you not bald anymore, but it's supposed to help generally with improving the appearance of your hair. What I like about Revela is that they use a lot of natural ingredients. They're cruelty-free, gluten-free, toxin-free, and they use, you know the buzzword, science. It's a team of scientists that work for a biotech company, and they've actually been using AI to figure out the best ingredients to help with problems like hair. That's where Revela came from. So I used it for about 3 months, and I mentioned to some people that maybe I'd do a longer term video and show you how it's going. The first video showed after 4 weeks, and after 4 weeks, I was pretty happy with the results, and I shared that with you. I was hoping that after 4 weeks and continued usage, I would see even more improvement. Well, let me show you where I am right now. These were my problem areas, the sides of my hair and my hairline. And you can see that I've still got a lot of the same results that I had before. So a lot of these thinner hairs that come in and just fill in a lot of these spaces. And so by these hairs growing in, when I'm pulling my hair back, it generally fills in these thinner areas. You can see the same thing on this side, same thing over here. We've got a lot of these thin hairs that keep growing in and just generally make my hair look overall fuller. So from that standpoint, I'm happy, it works, but I found that the results that I had after 4 weeks pretty much were as good as it got. And I'm not complaining about that, but I found that 4 weeks was where it looked good, and then I continued to use the serum to help maintain it, but it never really got any thicker, never really got any denser that I could noticeably see. I don't know, you tell me. The other place that I really noticed was right up here at the crown of my hair. This is where I tend to have the most problems. It's very thin right here in the front. I try and style it strategically so you can't tell, but when it's wet, you can really see that my scalp shows through a lot here. So what I found is that the overall density of my hair didn't really increase. I'm happy, but I had higher expectations. So Revela reached out to me and said, what do you think? How's it going? How's it working for your hair? And I told them, I said, it's good, but I was hoping that maybe it could do a little bit more. And they said, great, we've got you covered. They sent me 2 bottles of their new formulation, which is a higher concentration of ingredients. So here's where we are right now. I'm going to start using this new serum. I'm going to apply. I'm going to use 2 dropperfuls, apply in the same area along my hairline, towards the back where because I can't see it, I don't ever notice it, but towards the back where I have some hair thinning, and on the sides. And I'm going to do that every day for about 6 to 8 weeks, which is how long these 2 bottles will last. And I'm going to take you with me. So let's get started and see if we can grow some hair. I'm back for a quick check-in. So I have been using the Revela serum for about 3 weeks now, and they suggested I try it for 6 to 8 weeks. So I'd say we're at least at the halfway point to see if we can get more growth. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video, I just wanted to show you quickly how I use it. So typically my hair is wet right out of the shower, although you can do it on wet or dry hair. So I'm going to take the serum. The dropper only fills about halfway up, so I wouldn't pay attention to using a full dropper full. I usually use 2 to 3 half dropper fulls, and when I do this, I'm really just tilting my head back and applying it directly to the part, and a little bit more in this crown area here. Then I'm going to do a little on the sides where I have the lightest amount of hair. And then I've been actually focusing more back here as well. Once you get it on, then you just want to use the tips of your fingers to really kind of massage it in. Now, as far as the check-in goes, when my hair's wet, it's a little bit easier to see where I have some thinning areas. And it's a little easier to see the progress. Now, here's the thing about Revela, is before you see the progress, you're going to feel the progress. So what I have discovered is some nights when I'm sitting watching TV, I'll just kind of run my fingers up here. And what I am feeling, it feels almost like a little bit of like whiskers, not like hard whiskers, but like I feel like I've got a little bit of hair growing in up here. So I know I've showed you before that I get a lot of the baby hairs at the hairline, but this I feel like is the first time since I've been using it that I am actively feeling some growth up here, because I feel like this crown area is a really stubborn part. So we're going to keep going, and we're going to check back in a few weeks, and I'll keep taking some before and after pictures to share with you. So here we are. It has been about 7 weeks since well, actually, I think I've been using this product for probably 6 months now, but this recent formulation I've been using about 7 weeks, and that's what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about my hair and my results and answer some of your burning questions. I'm going to show you my hair, and I'll let you be the judge. Let's start with a series of photos. So this is before I ever started using Revela. And then this is before I started this new formulation 7 weeks ago. And this is where we are today. And here we are today. So I'm going to try and give you a close-up look. It never quite looks as good on video because like my part looks way bigger on video than it really is, I think, because my scalp shines through. But here's where we are. When I look in the mirror, am I like, yeah, that didn't really make a huge difference. But when I look back at photos, that's when I really see the difference. So if you are going to do a journey like this, I recommend that you take photos, and that's what's going to help you. Now I want to answer some of your burning questions about Revela and tell you what's different about using it this time compared to last time and how I feel about it overall. The first question is, did Revela pay me? No, they did not. But I will say this, they provided me product. So that is my full disclosure. They're not paying me for my opinions. In fact, I refuse payment for my reviews because I think it takes away from the authenticity of it. So now that that's out of the way, here's the other question I get is, oh, come on, do you really have thin hair? You haven't seen thin hair until you've seen my hair. Here's the thing. I know that there are people that have much thinner hair than I do. And all I'm saying is I'm trying to find a product to help anybody with any level of thinning. So my hair, I'm comparing my thin and thickness to how it was, let's say, 10 years ago. And I've definitely lost volume here. I've definitely lost volume here. It does impact how I wear my hair. So, you know, everybody has their own level of hair that they're comfortable with. So I'm here living my truth with my thin hair. And if you have thinner hair, I'm hoping maybe this is a product that can help you. Here's another question. How often do I apply it? They say to apply it every day, but I typically only wash my hair every other day, and that's as often as I've applied it, unless I happen to wash my hair 2 days in a row, which I sometimes do. So I applied it most of the time right after I washed my hair, so every 1 to 2 days. But a lot of you have asked, how does it feel on your hair? So if you don't wash your hair frequently, is it going to make it feel kind of grimy? Like, you know how sometimes you use dry shampoos and maybe it works, but it makes your hair feel dirty? So I can say without a doubt, Revela, I cannot tell at all when I've used it. It doesn't affect my hair. It doesn't make it greasy. It doesn't make it feel thick. It doesn't make it feel dirty. I cannot tell that I've applied it at all. So from that standpoint, definitely a thumbs up. The other question I get a lot is, do I lose any hair or have I lost any hair? Which sort of seems counterintuitive to a serum like this. But I have heard people say that when they use other serums, it tends to, at least initially, make a lot of their hair fall out. And my answer to that is no. I personally did not experience that with Revela. I would say when I get out of the shower, I go like this. Actually, I just got some now. But, you are going to have natural hair loss. But if you're getting a lot of it falling out, then I question what that product is doing to your hair. So that is not what Revela has done to my hair. I have not experienced an increase in hair loss at all. The other question I get a lot, and a lot of you have messaged me on Instagram, which do I prefer, VEGAMOUR or Revela? Now remember, neither one has paid me. I have affiliate links with both programs. So if you click through on my link and you buy it, whether it's VEGAMOUR or whether it's Revela, I'll make a small commission. Doesn't affect your purchase price at all. So it's not really skin off my back to say which one I prefer. For me, I used VEGAMOUR for 4 months and I saw maybe a little bit of change. For Revela, I saw that same level of change, if not better, in 4 weeks. And then this second round of using Revela, I've seen a much bigger improvement. And that leads me to my last question, which is, did anything change? What's different now versus when I used Revela before? Why am I making a video now? Well, 2 things have changed. First of all, my application has changed. So whereas before I was being sort of, frugal about applying the hair serum, this time I was not. I used about 3 half dropper fulls. I used 1 just on the crown of my head, 1 on the back of my head, and then 1 split between the 2 sides of my head. The other thing I did differently, while I love this Revela hair massager, which feels great, scalp massager I should say, it feels great, I really wanted to make sure that I used my fingertips. So I used just the flat parts of my fingertips and really made sure I massaged it into my scalp. So that was the other thing I did differently in terms of application. But the real difference is the formulation. So Revela, I talked about in my last video, has a series of ingredients that they put in here. And the primary one, the primary active ingredient, is their proprietary ingredients called procetanil. Cetanil? One of those 2. This is an ingredient that uses mushrooms and mustard plants, among other things. This is the AI-based ingredients that is designed specifically for human hair growth. And it has a bunch of other ingredients in it, but that's the primary ingredient. And they have increased the concentration of that. That's why I was excited to try it a second time around, because I was a little slow to feel some hair growth here, and it's back. And I am going to continue to use Revela. I feel really strongly about Revela. If it's something that can fit in your budget, you may want to give it a try for your thinning hair. And if you check the description below this video, I do have my affiliate link, but I also have a deal for you that will hopefully make it a little bit more palatable and a little bit more friendly on your wallet. So thanks for joining me. I love it when you join me for my beauty journey. Beauty's the wrong word. Just, this anti-aging, self-love, whatever you want to call it. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.